I have said a lot of dumb things in my life. I've also pissed off a lot of people with some of the decisions I've made, and I've also lost a lot of relationships along the way. But it's because I don't care what people think of me, and you shouldn't care what other people think of you either. Hey everyone, my name is Joan and welcome to my channel. In this video, we're going to talk about how to stop caring about what other people think of you. So why do we care about what others think of us? Maybe we're not confident, we're insecure, we're self-conscious, we want people to like us, we want to feel like we belong. And trust me, I grew up with a lot of insecurities. I was always self-conscious. I wanted to fit in, but I also have dealt with a lot of judgmental people. People that think that they can always give me their 2 cents, even if I didn't ask for it. People who insist that I need to run decisions by them before I make a decision. I mean, of course, there are probably people in our lives that we respect and we value their opinion, and that's okay. But I think we have a tendency to worry too much about people that we don't even respect, people that we don't admire, people that we don't even know. I've definitely been through a lot of life experiences that it just got to the point where I just had to stop caring about what other people thought of me. So this is why you need to stop caring about what other people think of you. You end up living your life according to other people's ideas and expectations of you. You end up doing things you normally wouldn't do. You end up buying things just because everyone expects you to. You waste your time trying to please people that are never going to be happy with you. You end up pretending to be someone that you're not. And you also hold yourself back from being your true potential. You need to live a life that is yours and yours alone. So not caring about what other people think of you, it's a mindset, it's an attitude. But everyone can learn how to stop caring about what other people think of you, because at the end of the day, it's more important that you care about what you think of yourself. You need to focus on yourself, and your idea of yourself, your opinion of yourself is the only thing that really matters. The first thing that you have to do is accept that everyone, no matter who it is, they're gonna have an idea about you, an opinion about you, the same way that you also have an idea of everybody else. I know I have an idea of myself. I know I have an idea of everybody around me, the people that I meet, people that I work with, or even people that I see passing by. I have ideas of everybody. And the thing is that these ideas are not even true. I remember reading this quote that I found on a car. It was on a bumper sticker. It says, "Don't believe everything that you think." That really made an impact on me because it made me change the way I think of everything, especially the way I think of people. Again, ideas, thoughts, just because you have an idea of someone else doesn't mean it's true. And just because people have ideas of you doesn't mean it's true. You know what's true for you, but they might not. Of course, you can't help it. They're always going to have ideas of you. So this is just something that you have to accept. You have to accept that no matter where you go in life, no matter who you meet, people are always going to have an idea of you, whether you like it or not. The next thing that you have to do is to realize that people are probably not thinking about you as much as you think they are. And if they are thinking so much about you, those people need to get a life. I mean, to be honest, as far as what I think of other people, I really try not to spend too much time thinking about them. I have other things I need to think about. I have my plans, I have my dreams, I have my goals. I have to figure out what I'm gonna make for dinner tonight. I have to figure out all these other things in my day-to-day life. I don't wanna waste my headspace thinking about what I think of someone. It's all just clutter, and people are going to think about you, or maybe they're not. A lot of times these are just ideas we create in our heads, that just because someone looks at you a certain way, they have an expression after you say something, for all you know, they're not even thinking about it. They might have reacted to something you said and done, but we don't even know. Are they even thinking about it? Do they suddenly have an idea of you? But who cares? As much as we like to think that we are the center of the universe, people are not thinking about us as much as we think they are. The next thing is that you have to remember that your life is nobody else's business, the same way that Their life is none of your business. So don't let other people's ideas and opinions about you influence the way you live your life, influence the decisions you make, the way you behave, the way you express yourself. Your life is none of their business. And really, it's none of your business what they think of you. The next way to stop caring about what other people think of you is to stop seeking validation from other people, especially if they don't even know you or they think they know you. Now, this comes with learning how to be confident in yourself, that you don't need anybody to boost your confidence. To be honest, I'm really not the kind of person that needs to be told like, oh, you're doing a good job. Oh my God, Joan, you're so amazing. Oh my God, Joan, you're doing so great. Good job. I'm not into that. I honestly didn't grow up with a lot of that, so I'm used to not hearing that. But when I do hear it, it kind of gives me the ick. I'm like, I don't need you to tell me I'm awesome. I know I am, but I don't need you to tell me that I'm amazing, because I'm confident in myself. I know when I do a good job. I know when I do something great. I believe in myself. Therefore, I don't need validation from other people. I know this is hard. I know some people really need that external validation, but really, no matter how much people try to validate you, no matter how much you look for validation from other people, and they might give that to you, you have to find that within yourself. You need to validate yourself. You need to learn to be confident in yourself and believe in yourself, because again, your opinion of yourself is the most important. So the next thing is a habit that it took me some time to get the hang of, but try to get into the habit of not having to explain yourself to anyone. Sometimes we say something embarrassing, sometimes we make a mistake. We really don't need to explain it to anyone why we did that, why we said that, what we really meant. We need to stop explaining ourselves to everybody. The thing is, the less that we share about our life, about our plans, our goals, and our dreams, and our ideas, the less information people have of you where they can form an opinion of you, and the less that you have to worry about what people think of you. So in short, to avoid worrying about what people think of us, just talk less. Don't say that much. Again, you don't have to explain anything. You don't have to tell everyone everything. Keep it to yourself. Do your thing. You do you. Do what you want, whenever you want, however you want. You don't have to explain that to anybody. And you also don't owe anyone an explanation. The fact is, you will never make everyone happy. So stop trying. Trying to make everyone happy, trying to live up to everyone's expectations, in the long run is only going to make you unhappy, because you are doing things for other people and not for yourself. When people try to give you their 2 cents, they tell you what they think you should do, they tell you what they expect of you, you can politely nod your head, you can even act like you care about what they're telling you. But I think what's more important is to ask yourself what you expect of yourself. What would make you happy? We spend so much time worrying about how to make other people happy, worrying about what they think of us. How much do we think about ourselves and what makes us happy? That's more important to focus on. So stop trying to make other people happy. It's never gonna happen. And the more we try to make other people happy, the more disappointed we're gonna be in ourselves. The thing is, it's really up to you how you feel about yourself. So take back control of your feelings. Whether you realize this or not, we can choose how we react to judgment, to criticism, to feedback. Nobody really intentionally tries to make us feel bad or mad, uncomfortable or insecure. And if they do, those are the kind of people that you need to stay away from. Sad to say, but majority of people are so unaware of themselves. They're not aware of what they're saying, how it's going to affect other people, how it could potentially hurt someone. Most people are just so unaware. They just say things without thinking of consequences. They just say it because that's what's on their mind. So basically, don't take anything personally. It's really up to you how you feel, especially how you feel about yourself. After all that has been said or done, nobody cares. Nobody cares anymore. What you might have said, what you might have done, nobody cares. People have such a short attention span these days, especially with all the distractions that we have with our phone, with our smartwatch and the TV. People are so distracted that they might think of you for a split second, and after that, they don't care anymore. They probably forgot. Most times their thoughts of you are already gone within seconds. So just be yourself. Just have this worry-free attitude that nobody cares what you do, what a fool you might have made out of yourself, what dumb thing you might have said. At the end of the day, no one's gonna care anymore. The last habit or mindset that we can all work on is to practice non-judgment, whether it's non-judgment towards ourselves and especially with others. When you stop judging yourself and other people, you eventually stop worrying about what other people think. Because we become more compassionate about others. We realize that people are people. They're gonna think what they think. People change their minds the same way I think what I think, the way I change my mind all the time. And we really don't have any control over what people think of us. So stop judging yourself and stop judging others. Of course, always be kind because we do need more kindness in this world. But working on having a non-judgmental attitude towards everything will bring us peace of mind, and we're not even gonna worry about what anybody thinks of us. So I'm gonna close this video out sharing with you 2 breakthroughs that I've had in my life that made me realize I need to stop caring about what other people thought of me. The first experience I had was when I was getting married. Everybody was judging me. People were criticizing me. People were not happy with the decisions of how I wanted to get married. I wanted to get married on the beach, have a backyard reception of just a few close people in my life, and it wasn't necessarily personal. They were just the people that were around me most of the time. So I didn't want to invite everybody. But I got a lot of criticism, a lot of judgment for not wanting to have a big Catholic wedding at a church and inviting all 200-300 people. I really didn't want that. That wasn't important to me. There were so many times I felt really sad and frustrated trying to figure out how to make everybody happy. But at the end of the day, I was unhappy trying to please everybody, so I just did what I wanted to do. Yes, I pissed off a lot of people, and I know I lost a lot of relationships because I decided I wanted to get married the way I did. My marriage was more important to me. My journey of being married was more important to me than having a big wedding day. And of course, being a minimalist, my wedding was very minimal. And so I learned my lessons about not letting people influence the decisions I made in my life, because I knew I wasn't going to be happy doing what everybody else wanted me to do. Yes, people thought that was what was best for me, but that wasn't what was best for me. Throughout that experience, I also realized how much of a people pleaser I used to be, how easily influenced I was by certain people around me. And after I overcame this obstacle of pissing everybody off, I realized who I really was. I realized what I truly wanted, and I realized what was best for me. The other breakthrough I had that made me realize that nobody cared and that I really shouldn't care what people think of me and what I do is when I ended up moving twice. The first time I left LA to move to Ventura, and most people didn't realize I had moved. Yes, I still lived in the same state, but people didn't realize I left LA, which made me realize people weren't really thinking about me. And I was okay with that. It made me realize that nobody cares about me as much as I thought they did. Nobody cared that I moved. Therefore, I can do whatever I want because nobody really cares. And then more so when I left California to move to Arizona, there's still so many people till this day that don't realize that I have left the state. I would get random text messages from time to time, somebody offering me a gig to play in LA, somebody hitting me up to see if I could sub for them, or even someone that I may have not heard from in a while asking me like, hey, do you want to go surfing? Well, sorry buddy, I don't live in Ventura anymore. And the great thing about having this attitude and mindset of not caring what other people thought of me, realizing that nobody cares, now I can do whatever I want. I'm not trying to impress anybody. I'm not trying to fit in. I just do what I want, and it doesn't matter because I don't care what other people think of me. Anyway, I hope you found this video helpful and useful, especially if you have a tendency to worry about what other people think of you. I would love to hear from you in the comments below what breakthroughs you've had, what experiences made you realize that you have to stop caring about what other people thought of you. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.